Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how to perfectly perform the knife hand and the back stance. So in this video I'm going to talk about very important points on how to perform your knife hand and what not to do. So let's get into it. So now let's talk about how to perform the knife hand. So the knife hand, you're here when you block. Notice the position, the hands, the finger, the thumb is tucked in. The finger, this thumb is tucked in because if it's too out, it seems like the fist. The fist, you don't have your thumb sticking out or else it could break. Here, it's the same thing. You don't have it sticking out or else someone could grab it and break it. And so are the other fingers. The other fingers, they shouldn't be like that. They should be tight together, and so does the other hand. So now, here, the thumbs are in, the fingers are tight, and this arm should be straight. Don't have your hands sticking out. It should be straight. It should have a 90-degree angle. Right here, it should be 90 degrees. And the hand that's not blocking, it should be on your stomach. And if you want to block again, you want to defend again with the knife hand, then how you do it is by first extending the arm that already blocked, extending that arm, and pulling up the arm that you are going to block with, pulling it up to your ears. So the palm, the hand that's next to your ear, the palm should be facing your ear. And the hand that already blocked, the palm should face the floor or the ground. So you're here, you come up, and then the next step is striking. This hand, remember, is the blocking arm. So it comes down and it twists. In the meanwhile, this arm comes back, synchronized. And this arm twists and blocks. Make sure your wrist isn't the one that's just twisting, because this won't do anything. The power doesn't come from your wrist. The power comes from the whole arm. The weapon for blocking or attacking, in another case, is this outer part of your arm, right here. So that's how you should perform your knife hand. Now, let's talk about the back stance. The back stance is the opposite of a front stance. So, remember in one of my previous videos, we talked about the front stance. The front stance is the weight is all forward. Back stance is opposite. Most of the weight should be the back, to your back. Notice how my feet, the front foot, is facing straight, while my other foot, the back foot, is facing to the side, 90 degrees. And the back leg is bent. Now let me show you from a different angle. Notice how this leg is straight. And your body should also be straight. It shouldn't be tilted. It shouldn't be tilted back. And this foot and that foot, it should be straight, but it should be straight from the outside. The outside of your foot should be straight, not the inside. The inside will make it have a different angle. The outside of the foot should be straight. And the heels of the feet, imagine there's an imaginary line connecting these. So the front foot's heel, there should be a line connecting to the back foot's heel. This front foot shouldn't be like that. There's no line connecting. And it shouldn't be like here. There's no line connecting. It should be straight, heel to heel. And what you also want to keep in mind is this leg, when you're beginning to learn about the back stance, it's better if you have this leg all straight, no bent, nothing bent, all straight. This will practice your back leg's strength, how much weight, and most of the weight should be to the back. But as you get more advanced, the front leg, it can be a bit bent. Not too bent that it transfers the weight to the front, but a little bent is fine. Because if someone kicks down on your leg, you have a little cushioning so it doesn't break. If your leg is too straight, it will probably break. If your leg is a bit bent, it won't break, it will just straighten your leg. You have a bit cushion. So now, let's put the back stance and the knife hand together. So, remember this position, the preparing position. So let's go in and step in. So using the back stance, as we go in, you want to go in, go in, go in, and then this should be the same line. So go in and then turn. Make sure that you don't turn first and then go in. Like you don't do this. Your hips are very important. Your hips help produce the power for your knife hand technique. So after you're done with the stance, after the stance is fully formed, then twist out. But of course, don't break it up. Don't go like, it should be fluent and consistent, no pause. So here, the hips helps have your block or strike, helps it have more power. And your hands, make sure this hand is not like pointing out. Make sure it's not pointing there. It should be pointing in the direction that you're going to. If I want to go there, then I probably want to point it there. Point it to the direction. So here, and make sure this is straight. Make sure this is one whole unit. Doesn't just twist to twist. And then let's step in 2 more times. Now, let's step back. The back, when you step back, it's basically like going forward, except, of course, your back leg doesn't move. Your front leg moves back. So, when your front leg moves back, this goes for moving forward as well. When you're at the midpoint of transferring, that's the time to prepare. Prepare for your next technique. So you're here, the midpoint, when your feet touch, that's when your hands should be both up, and then strike. And same height, make sure you have the same height. Don't go, do this. Now stepping backwards, midpoint, that's when you draw your hand, and then back. And again, back. And then one more time. So now, let's talk about applications. Because if you're practicing the knife hand, what are you going to do it for if you're not going to use it? So let's talk about applications. I'm going to have someone come in and talk about how to use the knife hand and how to strike with it. So the knife hand, it's not just a block, it's a strike as well. So if someone randomly comes up to you and decides to punch you, here's how to defend. So here, as you may have noticed, the front hand, I stepped back and blocked. And then I grabbed his hand and struck at his neck. So another way is by attacking his neck. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, and press that notification bell.